Hello YouTube and welcome to the tutorial for Space Oddity by David Bowie. First of all, we tuned to E flat. We're going to use the capo on the first fret on this song, so if you're already in standard tuning, you can leave your guitar in standard tuning. If you need to know any specifics about the techniques we will use here, please go to the how-to video in the description below, and also the original and the redo cover are linked down there so you can watch them as well and use them for reference. First we're going to start off with a C chord to the ground control, the major tom part. This is how I do my intro. So let's start with that. We'll do a C chord and we alternate from the 5th string to the 2nd string to the 3rd string. 5, 3, 2, 3, 1. Then we're gonna add this note to the chord. I'll show you a bit closer. And then on the change to the E chord, I pluck both the 6th string and the 2nd string. So we're going to use hybrid picking for this one. It's going to be... Basically, we're going to use the pick for the bass strings and these 2 fingers for the treble string. So show you that real slow. You can use the pick if you want to, if you feel more comfortable. Just go through that a couple times. So that's going to be C, E minor. Then from that we're going to go to an A minor. Check ignition. We're going to keep that A minor and we're going to take the ring finger and use the G note on the 6th string as a bass for that. So it's going to be check ignition. I'm going to take the ring finger from here at the 2nd fret and take it up to the 3rd fret on the 6th string. Check ignition and may God be with you. All right, I jumped the lyrics a bit there. So ground control to major tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. A bass on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and then we're gonna do this chord, which is basically D7th, but we're gonna use the ring finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and the 4th finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So we have that chord there, and we can reach this F sharp over here with the middle finger. It's kind of uncomfortable the first time you see it, but if you follow the sequence, like take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Alright, I'm going to do that whole part once more. So, ground control to major tom. Ground control to major tom. Take your protein pills basically going to do that twice, and then we're going to stay on this chord. All right, so ground control to major tom, commencing countdown, ground control to major tom, check ignition, and put your helmet on. So A minor, that G bass in there, and then D7th with F sharp on the bass. All right, so that's F sharp over D7th. Okay, so that's basically your intro. So I gave the example with the hybrid picking at the beginning because that's just the way I do it. I mean, you can find a way to do it, you know, a way that you're comfortable doing it. I mean, you don't have to do it exactly as I do. That's the beauty of this. I mean, everybody has, you know, their own interpretation. So don't be scared to go in through, you know, other notes and stuff. All right? So totally up to you. So then we go, remember, A, then we go to A minor, A7th with the bass on the G, and then F sharp over D7th. Now the second time, we're gonna hold that like it's gonna check ignition, and may God's love be with you. So here's going to be C, this is ground control to major tom, E major, you've really made the grade. That's going to be an F. Then you're going to go F minor, papers want to know, see whose shirts you wear. Another minor, now it's time to leave the capital C. If you dare, F. Then we go through it again. This is major tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. Okay, now that you got the chords and you're practicing the verse, let's do it with the rhythm. Okay, so in this part, I do. So it's pretty much. I'm not gonna give you that up, down, up stuff because it's really up to how you feel and how you feel. I mean, how do you do the rhythm? I mean, everybody is different, and some people do two downs, two ups. I mean, upstrokes and downstrokes, you know, should be alternated, you know, with reason, but pretty much feel the song out. I'm gonna give you this example so you can follow it and you know play it like I played, but then you know do your own thing. Please do your own thing. Interpretation is very important. So. And that, the muted stroke is very important there to, you know, mark the compass. So. Major tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. Now, look different today. Okay, now we're going to the here am I sitting in a tin can. Okay, so this is how I do this. We're going to do this F, which is basically, it's like an F chord, but without the bar, all right? I just do like a little, your ring finger on the third, on the third fret of the fourth string, your middle finger on the second fret of the third string, and your index on the second string of the first fret. So then we're gonna, on the second string, we're gonna use the pinky on that third fret. Then that E minor. Then you're gonna use your index finger to alternate the open second string and the first fret. So it sounds. I do alternate picking, and I pick the second string with just the ring finger on this hand. Just so I can do that. Kind of like that ba-dum. Planet Earth is blue. We're gonna go to a B flat. Planet Earth is blue. To a A minor, then to a G. There's nothing I can do. F. All right, so planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Then crescendo. Just 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and that's gonna be C, F, G, A, C, F, G, A, and I use a couple of muted strokes in there so that. That pinky to go to that extra note there in the E, and that's going to be your chorus and bridge. So it's going to be. Then you just repeat it over again. Oh, I've passed 100,000 miles. I'm feeling very still, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. And the last part we're gonna go. Ground control to Major Tom. So that's a G. Ground control to E. Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. again with the A with the G bass. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? So that's gonna be that D with the F sharp on the bass, that F sharp over D. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Then G. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Now the original version has a can you hear me, Major Tom on the C, and I don't do that. I'm sorry. It just kind of sounds out of place to me. I mean, I'm no one to judge Bowie, but I don't like to play it that way. So I'll let you be the judge of your own version. You can go, can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? I do. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I sitting in a tin can? It just sounds more natural to me, so it's up to you. Remember, ground control to Major Tom. Your circuit's dead. Is there something wrong? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? So, G, A, G over A, and then F over D7th. Major Tom. Then G. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Then back to the chorus and the bridge. Here am I, sitting in a tin can. Do that a bit closer so you can see it. So that's. I like to end that song with the Rasgueo Abanico. That's the flamenco Rasgueo Abanico. I'll show you guys that later. I'm not even mastered it yet, but I finished it with that. Thank you guys for watching. The Spanish version of the chords will be in the description as well. So if you're not very savvy with English, you can check out the chords down there. I will link the how-to of the techniques if you weren't familiar with some of those, and the two covers are also linked in the description below. So share this with your friends, and if you have any more suggestions on tutorials, I will take them. But I'm going through the list in order. I'm gonna do I'm redoing like I said, the first 81 videos I ever did on YouTube, and then I'm doing a tutorial for each one, and then going through the whole list. But the list is ever growing, so if you feel the need to drop another tutorial suggestion, please do. I will put it on a list and eventually get to it. Guys, have a great time playing, and thank you so much. Take care. Check it.